Mama, she kept me cooking with her. Cassoulet, confit, canard, and the mother sauces.
You're just saying words, you don't know what you're talking about. Just that, you know, in French, it's maman, not mama.
I'd like to hear about your family. Keep them alive a bit longer. If you'd ever like to teach me.
So you didn't give up?
When you stay here.
No. She wants to tell you that. How are you saying it?
Gun?
Yes, that's the word for gun.
Saying gun? How do you?
Très bien.
Hey guys, hey, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, thank you. Yeah.
Happy
So,
birthday.
we've got a meeting with Stan Edgar next week. Wow. Seriously? We've
About?
got us up their ass and all the shit that Starlight need. YouTube. Yeah, still got a few deal points to talk through, but let's just say they should
They
be getting
need
your rooms
to
ready.
not have
Hurry up.
other soups talking bad about them.
What do you guys think of Eagle the Archer?
Oh, he's like a brother to me. Yeah, he was there for me when I was at rock bottom. It's the most
He was.
A toxic personality, and no church members that could have any contact with him whatsoever.
Right.
Why?
Yeah. What did he do?
Well, he claims the program had failed him, but actually, he failed the program.
The
It doesn't
program?
exist. You know
The
what
church?
I mean? Oh, yeah?
Ah, train is not fully converted to the church. He's not as stupid as Deep.
See, college girls in this way.
College girls? Really?
Yes, really?
Does not make it better.
No. No matter what, they're gonna know that you're there.
Whoa, bitches!
What the fuck is this? This is not lesbian. This is not on brand. We need you ready for Congress with Elena. She's gone. What do you mean she's gone?
She is?
Elena's gone. You're America's second favorite lesbian couple after all. You know what? Let's just
C'est
take a
quoi?
deep breath. I'm really sorry.
Ashley?
Wow. That's it's really something, right?
I've done the blinds. Are you into any things that, kids are into?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, NBA 2K? You're in a movie?
I'm in a bunch of movies, man. Let's see, there's Homelander Origins.
He's putting himself, you know.
You can see them now. You're old enough.
You're absolutely old enough. For sleepovers and baseball games and visits to Thoughtland.
Yeah. We're having a good time here, right?
Outside.
You're not gonna win, Becca. Oh! Homelander obeying to another woman
I'll show you.
orders. Stormfront is not okay with that.
You know, I was raised the same way as him. That kid doesn't know anything about anything. If he sees the outside world, he's going to panic.
He has a mother. And I know that that means something to you. I do. And I know a part of you loves him too, and that you want what's best for him. But what's best for him is to be here with me, with his mother.
Yes. Continue to play with mommy issues.
To give him
It can
a
work.
childhood you never had. We can do that if he's here with me. Please, I'm begging you, please.
Maybe too much. Oh, she won. Stormfront is really not gonna like you. Yeah. Really, Butcher.
I can't apologize enough for what I've done. What was he like? Who? Homelander. Growing up as a lad, what was he like? And who knows
You
better
raised him?
than you?
You're his father?
He'd cuddle up to me. He loved stories of David Crockett. So I went to work on him. He didn't even want it. It was for me. And that wasn't your only sin. Was it? It wasn't Homelander who hit Mama for why you them years. At the time, it was barely a blip on my radar.
That's
Tell
honest.
me something. My family would be... Your family's already in trouble. Theodora. And I'm gonna bash your brains out. And then I'm gonna find your two sons and their wives. How can you be such... You're dumb.
They know that you're there, you know, if you're doing that each time, they know that you're there and where you're going.
They moved my statue. What? I wanted to do it in front of my statue. What?
Do what? To kill yourself?
I just wanted to make my dad proud. What the fuck?
Why? You didn't need Yui for that, for doing that, for killing yourself. That was fucking egoist. Because we needed him for information, but also because he just put Yui, you know, in danger.
Fuck you, man.
Ah! You? You're gonna cut it up? Oh, Yui. You became so savage. I mean, you're not even blinking doing that. Black Noir. I have trouble to be mad at him, you know, he's doing his job. Even if he's always hurting our guys and all, he's just doing his job. I mean, if Maeve would have been there, she would have done the same, you know. Stop, Black Noir, stop! Maeve! I'm sorry for what I just said. You wouldn't have done the same.
He has a tree nut allergy.
No! Pretty convenient.
Come with me.
She can't. But she saved you. He found Starlight's mother. Starlight didn't find him.
Hi, Miss January.
Is that a human hand?
A soup one.
Yuri?
Get out now, guys. Homelander and Stormfront are coming. Yes, 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 it's sweet, but you don't have the time for that, guys.
How are you gonna get out of here? What's wrong?
What did you tell him?
You're a liar. He lied to me.
What do you
He
mean?
just flew me up and showed me that his house has been.
He was in no reasons for
No, shh, don't touch me. I hate you.
No.
Alright, he needs his mother. Don't worry, he'll still have a mother. Hey,
Not
Ryan,
you.
Ryan! You won't have to see him again.
Okay.
He ain't got much longer. A couple of months.
I'm weak, really with that situations, I'm weak.
Someone's coughing.
I didn't do it for him.
She did it for you.
He's a cunt. I just thought, when you saw how helpless he is now, you'd let me go. He wouldn't have this hold over you, and you wouldn't become like...
The church released a home video where his partner dressed as a deer that Eagle hunted and mounted.
What?
Spokeswoman
Ah!
Carol
Fuck him.
No, 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 they did that to him.
Hey, bartender, can we just change the channel?
Starla? I think she's off the grid. Fucking fine.
You were not there to be sure that she was
Call to order.
still there, so...
Chair calls former CSO of Vought, Dr. Jonah Vogelbaum.
Oh, Homelander!
You have 5 minutes to make your opening.
No, 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 no. What? Cindy? Cindy! She's gonna disturb all of you. No, no, this is not the ship. This is Cindy. Ah! You can say that. Oh, Kimiko. Wait, we're not gonna have the confirmation that this is Cindy. Out is gonna use that for them, you know, saying that it was a sub-villain, a sub-terrorist, and that's it. You have the proof that everyone is in danger, whether you are on their side or not. They're gonna use that situation for them. But I'm not sure that they prepared, you know, they organized that situation. Right there, they all seemed pretty shocked by the situation, surprised by it. Stormfront and Homelander, you know, they were watching stuff like, what is happening? For me, it was Cindy. But why didn't she kill Stormfront? She knows that Stormfront did all of that, you know, in the hospital, made all of these tests. She should have begun with Stormfront. I'm really like, it can't be the ship, you know, they didn't have, all of them didn't have the ship. It was not, you know, like with the FBI or CIA woman, you know, with her head exploding. If it was Cindy, I don't understand the fact that Stormfront is still alive. If it was not Cindy, I don't understand how all of these persons had their heads exploding, you know, if they didn't have the chip, if they were not involved into vote. I don't understand. We'll see. We're gonna see that during the final episode. Tell me what your theory, you know, about that last scene, what you think happened, because for me, you know, right now, after, you know, filming this video, I'm gonna go on Twitter and I'm gonna search for other guys, other people's opinions, and maybe I'm gonna find a solution about this question. But for now, just after the episode, I'm really like, I don't know. About the rest of the episode, they didn't do that thing, you know, about the rhythm of this season that I said for all of the rest of the season, the fact that they were making one episode about big events, big reveals, and one episode about the character. They did that for all of the episodes from episode 1 to episode 6, but for this one we had big events and big reveals, and also moments for the characters to explore their story, to explore, you know, their past, to do stuff with them. I mean, for Butcher, with his mother and his father, what a fucking dick. Really the kind of father who is mistreating his sons, and after that who is congratulating himself because his sons are tough because of him. Because of him, not thanks to him. But I'm glad that we had this discussion because of the fact that we had all of these information about what happened to Butcher and to Lenny. Lenny killed himself. But also because of the fact that Butcher needed maybe to have this conversation with his father, you know, to say goodbye to him, to not regret that he never said these things to his dad. I mean, I can understand why his mother did that. We had also a little moment with Frenchie, you know, saying stuff about his past, about his family, and Kimiko talking to him, teaching him how to say gun. That was great. We had also this stuff about Homelander and Stormfront taking Ryan with them. That was about the character, you know, because Becca tried to play on Homelander's mommy issues to keep Ryan with her, and she didn't succeed. And now Ryan is gonna have a new family. No. I'm scared for this kid. I don't think that they're gonna kill him, but I'm scared for him, how they're gonna manipulate him, what he's gonna witness. And we had also big moments, you know, big events, big reveals with Butcher going to see that man. I can't tell his name, you know, it's too difficult for me in French and in English to say it. That doctor was the CSO of Vought, who was Homelander's dad or not. I think that no, he was not his dad, but he raised him, you know. You made him like that. You're responsible for that. I'm sad that at the end, you know, that man exploded, because it would have been interesting to have Homelander and that man talking to each other. We're not gonna have that. Just the two of them ignoring each other, not looking at each other, it was not enough, you know. But again, it was a big interesting reveal, you know, and a big event, the fact that he was ready to be a witness, you know, to testimony against Vought. We never know what he could have said, but a lamplighter. We discovered him during the last episode, and I was really conflicted about him because, okay, he seemed sincere when he said that he regretted what he did before and the fact that he wanted to repair his fault, but on the other hand, he knew what he was doing in this hospital. He knew that he was torturing and killing people for Vought. Maybe they had stuff against it, but again, you are choosing to do that. If really he was against what Vought was doing, he could have killed himself before. Okay? But no. He took Yui into Vought's tower, knowing that he was gonna kill himself. He put Yui in danger, in big danger, just to have his moment of killing himself in front of his statue. You know, I was conflicted about his character, but now I'm not conflicted anymore. You were a selfish person, Lamplighter. From the beginning to the end. Maybe you had regrets, maybe you are not okay with your conscience and all, but from the beginning to the end, selfish. You could have died, okay, killed by Vought and all, but after giving your testimony. But no. He was that selfish. No, I'm not gonna regret him or be sad for him and all. He doesn't deserve that. But he killed himself, and we had all of this situation in Vought's tower with Yui trying to save Annie and saving, in fact, her mom, and after that, them meeting and escaping. Is it really logical that they escaped like that? I mean, okay, Maeve neutralized Black Noir. He's not dead, I don't think that he's dead, but she neutralized him. I don't think that Black Noir knows that, you know, that she neutralized him because she was behind him. And I don't think that during that moment cameras were working, but Stormfront and Homelander were not there because they were dealing with Homelander's son. And that's it, you know. Because of the fact that we don't have A-Train, we don't have Deep in the Seven anymore, Starlight is against them and all, you didn't have any other soup to protect the tower during that time. That's a big leak, you know, in your security. Lamplighter, he identified him, you know, himself when he did these things, you know, to pass the doors. So you knew that a threat was into the tower and you didn't do anything. They escaped like that. They didn't pass, you know, in front of any guards, anyone. Is it really logical? And is it really good, you know, for the show? I mean, that's not logical, in my opinion, for the show, for how it's written. Maeve, I'm glad that Elena went away, because I love her character, you know, for her ideas, for her principles, so I love that. For Maeve, I'm sorry, but I really didn't like her reaction, her violent reaction. I'm sorry for her. I'm surprised that Ashley was okay, you know, to let her for some minutes, for some time, all alone. That was a really great episode. See, a lot of things happened for characters and for the story. And it's leaving me with a lot of questions for the last episode. Again, the church is gonna be for the next season. I have the confirmation of that during this episode because, again, we had little things about it with the Archer and all that story, and with A-Train, who is not as involved into the church like Deep is right now. So that's gonna be interesting, but for the next season, not for the next episode. The next episode, it's gonna be Stormfront, Homelander, Ryan now, and also Butcher, what's happened just right there, the politics and all people against and pro vote. It's gonna be about that. And with Cindy, maybe disturbing everything. It can be great. You know me, you know that I'm not watching trailers for episodes, only for seasons, so try to not tell me on the comments what you saw in the trailer for the last and final episode. I don't want to have spoilers about that, you know. But tell me, what did you think about that last scene? Who did that? Maybe I want so much, you know, to see Cindy back and to see her disturbing everything and everyone that for me it was Cindy. Maybe it's not logical, but really I don't know why I said it during my intro. I love this character already. Even if she seems crazy and all impulsive and we can't control her and her powers, and she has big powers and she can kill everyone just like that. Even if all of that, I love her, you know. She can be such a great character in my opinion. I don't know why, but for me she can be great. I would be disappointed, you know, if they are killing her just like that. I would be disappointed. I think that if it was really her right there at the end, she's gonna die during the next episode, you know, before the end of this season. But I don't want her to die just like that. I want her to die with honor, which means killing a lot of people. That's dying with honor for a character like her, you know. Okay, it was a great episode and it's all for today for you and for me, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Great.